show. It's episode 5.
I'm so excited.
Yes! She's so excited, she just can't hide it. Listen to the Pointer Sisters. Well, if you've been listening to the Pointer Sisters or any of the disco stuff while you're out there, it's time for a change. Because all we're dealing with tonight is live local music. Like a bit of that? Yes, of course you do. Yes, we've got some fantastic acts, as always, lined up for you here on the Gary's Live TV show, haven't we, Laura?
Certainly do.
Yes, I'm looking forward to the night, as always.
Who do we have?
Who do we have? We have, first up, the Generals.
Then we have the Gatto band.
Followed by Jonny Boyle.
To finish off the night, we have elevator music.
So please stay around and enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone stay around and enjoy yourself?
Yeah.
Why would you want to go anywhere else? There's no need for it.
Yeah, before we get started with tonight's music, we just want to say a massive thank you to all our supporters. The promotion and things on Facebook, online has been amazing. Show wouldn't be anything without you guys.
It certainly wouldn't, so keep on sharing, keep on caring. Thank you
Sharing
very
is
much for your
caring.
support. Give yourselves a round of applause. And if you're at home, give yourselves a round of applause too. What are you, Lord?
It's time to stand to attention for the Generals with their song Beat the Sun.
Here we go.
Always waiting.
Two salutes there. There we go.
Shall we get a little introduction so we can get
Yeah,
to
we shall. Let's find out who these lads are and what they do.
Start over here.
Yeah, I'm Glenn, I'm the drummer.
I'm Dave, bass.
Steve, lead guitarist.
And David, lead singer.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So 2 Daves, a Stephen and a Glenn. What do you do with that?
I don't know, but write a poem about it later on if you want.
No cool names to go along the.
You don't fancy changing your name to anything?
No, he was thinking about Elton John, but I think we'll
There's a lot. Nah, it doesn't suit him.
You need the glasses.
So I've had the pleasure before of talking to you at a radio station once before. It was great. Really enjoyed the crack and that. And it's obviously been up the Lord since then. And I think the last time I saw you perform, unfortunately, it was a while ago. It was down at the Jam in the Lake, down at the Universities of Durham. Classic day, as long as the weather's nice and that. So, what have you been up to?
Just touring really. We've had a bit of a change of lineup. Glenn just joined the band back end of last year, and we've just been doing
a lot of promotion and all, and recording and stuff. So
just
been
like
the start of this year was like really like playing mainly promotion and recording.
There's quite a few bands we've talked to lately. They've gone that way, hasn't it? You know, just sort of like trying to hit the, trying to make yourself stand out a bit.
It's kind of what's happening now, really. It's like the media side of things and stuff.
Got to get yourself out there.
Well, you can gig forever, and we did from London all the way back up, right up to Scotland, and then back down to London, and then work your way wherever you want to go. But at the end of the day, if you haven't got stuff to put out and you're not evolving as a band, I think the studio is really healthy for you to take some time out of being on the road, because it just becomes.
It's the best part about it. No, I think like I'd record all the time if I could.
Love the studio.
Yeah.
So do
I
you
love gigs and that, but it's just like I think it's more important to get your songs recorded and out there. And
well, that's what people are going to, eventually doing the downloads and whatever. The marketing seems to be a big thing.
It's all internet, isn't it? So
did everyone, you thought with bands when it's sort of like the emergence of the internet and the home studios and everything, that it was going to be just it's going to be great, it's going to be fantastic, but it just became more confusing because there was so much more about and everybody was doing it. So you lads, do you like the recording side, performance side? What's the?
I still like playing the gigs. I mean, there's no better than getting in front of a bunch of people and playing the gig and blowing back the head off kind of thing. But I don't know, we are making a conscious effort to sort of make sure I've got things recorded and the product we put out there kind of thing.
Yeah.
Using social media and whatnot.
It's the best way to go about it sometimes, isn't it? Social media.
It's so easy, so accessible. That's the main thing with it.
Yeah. So, festival-wise, there'll be some coming up, I would imagine, for yourselves?
We're busy booking, it starts in Scotland, and then we've got a management that are sorting the dates and everything out, so we don't really want to shout out about too much at the minute.
So have you still got the same management you had before?
Well, we've still got that manager, we've got another side, management side as well now, so we've got half that sort the business side out and half that sort the music and gigs out as well. So we're managed.
Managed.
Beaten with a stick.
Well, I wouldn't mind someone managing me. I need like a PA or something like that.
We
need to get us out of bed in the morning. You're still looking fresh face for rock and roll though. There's no fresh look about you.
That's because we've been in the studio and not on the road.
That could have something to do with it. So what's been the best gig the Generals have had? Or I mean, you probably all had different experiences, but what
was that gig through Scotland again?
PJ
and Malloy's.
That
was a class gig that like.
Why?
It was just atmosphere.
Just the venue, the crowd.
I think you can have expectations about where you play. Like when we supported Dodgy and we supported the Pigeon Detectives, and you play with these bands and think, right, it's going to be bouncing. Let's get on there and show them what we've got. And then you go to Scotland to an unknown venue completely and play with a ska band. Who go on stage at 3 o'clock in the morning, which is just absolutely the way they roll. The gigs don't even kick off till 12 o'clock midnight up there, and it was packed to the rafters and just total music all the way through the night. Fantastic venue, really, really good.
So I mean, with the sound that you've got, have you got a bit of a mod following going on?
A bit of both, to be honest. A lot of the early stuff was quite modish, We loved the Who and the Jam and all that sort of British guitar sound. I think as we've been in the studio more, we've moved it away a little bit from the mod sound. Still use the Vox amps, and I've still got a couple of Ricks and all that type of sound. But I think we're evolving.
It's kind of been like sort of experimenting with like pedals and stuff and all like lately. So it's kind of different addition to the band sort of.
It's good to be evolving all the time as well, and like you said, you've got a new member as well, and you guys have obviously evolved a lot because you were an acoustic duo at the start.
Yeah, years ago. It's I think every band changes regardless of whether you want to or not, and I think it's just whatever path you take, then you need to sort of either embrace that, or if you think, this is crap, let's move somewhere else. Everybody needs to be pointing in the same direction because you've got that many strains outside the band. 4 people.
It's kind of the songwriting and all. The songwriting leads in a different direction.
Yeah.
If we like stuck with the acoustics, would have been still doing like maybe whatever company or whatever.
So I mean, obviously, I don't know how many of you in the band are in relationships as such, like loving relationships. How do they take it? You know, your partners when you're off touring, and you know, as it's.
Haven't got a choice, really.
Remember, this is not live.
To be honest, it's whoever you meet, regardless. If they've already known what you've done, then they should accept it. Then that's the
I think it's kind of stereotyped now, though. Like people think like if you're in a band and that, then it's like you're going. Do you know what I mean? Like the old.
You're gonna go on. You can tell about it. You're gonna be shagging about all the time, drinking Jack Daniels.
No, it's stereotype. You know what I mean? Like it's different now. Like security's are tight now at gigs and that. You know what I mean? You get in. By the time like you're off to your hotel or whatever, I don't know.
And it's all
always in bed by 10 o'clock.
Really?
I suppose it's harder these days with technology changing to actually throw a television out of a hotel window.
Yeah. You can't pick them up. It takes the full band and then the window's that big.
This is going to get them out.
It's just not going to
That's
work
what they were invented for.
Yeah.
That's exactly what they were invented for.
We're going to start a trend of throwing iPads out the windows. That's going to be the new thing. Yeah, that's the only thing that fits.
So what's in the immediate future for yourselves?
Well, we'll finish the EP and the album, and then it'll be back on the road to promote it. We've got a single just came out last week called "Come On Man." So if you're on iTunes, buy it. Rock and roll.
Come on, man, buy it.
We've got another single comes out in about 7 weeks, and then the EP follows. So we'll be on the road to promote that festival-wise and off on tour.
You've got loads of stuff to leave your grandchildren, haven't you? All this material. It'd be nice though, you know, to have something. And it's do you listen, when you're at home, do you listen to much of your own stuff?
Just the new stuff really, like because I was like trying to like, or maybe he's like look back on gigs and she always trying to correct stuff and your performance such as.
I've caught Dave a few times.
I've
caught Dave with a brush and
hairbrush in the mirror.
Hairbrush in the mirror.
He's got hairy teeth.
Soundproof, like.
We always listen when it's on the radio, which not to think, oh yeah, we're on the radio, but I think you always want to get that sort of that sound of sort of what it comes across at, what works, what doesn't. So I think it's every time you listen to yourself, it's about either changing something or leaving it the way it is and moving on. I don't think it's about wow, we're on the radio, rock and roll. You know?
It's like I look back on this and I think I'm not speaking again.
Well, I sound that Geordie. Passport photos, that's not me.
Just instantly cut me tongue off.
So what's the best way to get in touch with you lads if we want to find a little bit more about you?
info@thegenerals is the email. We've got the generals.
We've got a lovely website.
They do have a lovely website as well.
There's a new one. There's a new one getting built at the minute. Like that's the old one with
Is it?
Yeah.
Everything's changing, but it's under the same names. So obviously we're on the normal Twitter, Facebook, thegenerals.co.uk, and obviously you'll see all the tour dates and everything come on there in the next sort of month, I would have thought.
Excellent, we'll have to keep in touch.
Yes, we will. Ladies and gentlemen, we've had the Generals on the front line this evening on the Garage Live TV show. One more time, please, for the Generals. Sunderland.
Welcome back to the Garage Live. We're here for our second band. But before we introduce them, we'd just like to emphasise that the music you do hear on these shows is original material, all excellent, top-notch music, isn't it?
Yes, original. You can't get it anywhere else. And the lineup you see, it's totally original. It's an experience for yourself. It's new and it's fresh and exciting. And I'm excited. I'm excited to introduce the next band you have before you this evening, and they are my Gatto band, and they're going to perform their single, Too Old to Club. Yay!
Posters for music, magazines, not a dream. does not want to end up like some underrated example of you. Crying and cuddle with a fist for sorrows and a hope, something you want to be. Just a quiet free. Still it's a weekend sounds to pass the clouds, the things they dance to sing, feeling like we should too all to blood, it's falling down again. Whoa,
Backstage, side stage, centre left, we don't know where we are, but we're somewhere, we're out the back. And we're just, yeah. And we've got the band that's just performed there. Laura, ask them things.
Well, firstly, we want to know your names, want to know who you are and what you do in the band. We'll start with you, Superman.
My name's Chris, I play drums.
Jamie, bass.
I'm Mike, I'm the lead singer.
And I'm Rob, I'm the guitarist.
And they are.
Keys player occasionally.
The Mike Gatto band.
Yeah.
Mike in the middle, we've got you in the middle there. Yeah. So obviously did it start with you and these just followed you like some, it was like some panpiper or?
It was exactly like that.
Yeah, I went looking for children and ended up with these. I bet they were a lot younger when you first met them though, weren't they? When you were piping your way through the hamlets.
We're still going with this, sorry. No, well, yeah, just the usual thing. I was on my own doing solo gigs. I met some guys. I've got a stupid name.
You've got a stupid name, you've got a cool name. Gatto's a cool name.
Gatto, what a delicious name.
Sounds a bit like a cake.
There you go.
There's some early food was ever in cream.
Yeah.
No, it's bad. Yes.
Yeah. Started out like that, yeah. So we just started working together. It went in a direction that we liked, so we kept it going, and didn't see the point in changing the name, really, did we? It got too late.
So the lineup we say before us now, how long have you been together?
3 years now. Like
When was Richmond Live? Yeah, when was Richmond Live?
No.
2000.
It's about 3 or 4 years, something like that.
Not sick of each other yet?
No, it's no.
Oh, we could be ready for a break-up live on air. Just trying to, you know.
To be fair, that's been the beauty of being in this band. You know, we've all been in bands before, and I think you do get sick of like clashes of egos and stuff in bands, but it just hasn't happened with us. We've got all like best mates.
Don't know each other.
When you start a band,
no, we know
it's
each
like
other.
strangers sometimes. But that didn't happen here because these two were pals, and then I've known Rob since ever.
We've known each other 10 years, you know what I mean? So
that's your background.
I think we've had a lot of falling out somewhere.
I think we.
I don't think we've had one, mate.
That's good going.
That's just it.
We've all, like Rob said, we've all been in bands before. It's not been much fun, and I think if we were going to make this, it was going to have to be something that we all just really enjoyed.
I think that's what it's about, is it? It's about
there's no
enjoying.
point falling out and having arguments. You just got to have some fun.
Yeah, you do. So what have you been up to lately?
Well, we've been recording and making a music video. That's been the main sort of thing that's taken over.
First
all
one?
the time.
Oh.
First real one, first one that we've put some real thought
First
into.
one you didn't do on your phone.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying.
Basically, yeah.
You don't know how close you are to the truth.
Oh, I think I do.
So yeah, that's been taking up some time. So that's going to come out soon as we get some sunshine in the UK.
We need some.
We definitely
So at
need
some
some.
point in the next millennium.
So like we were saying there before you started performing your track, Laura mentioned, we deal with original material here on the Garage Live TV show. You did that there. So the song that you did, Too Old to Club, I sympathise with it. I really do.
Is it about yourselves though? Because you're young lads.
Oh, do you know what? One of the coolest interpretations was someone that said, "Oh, I get what you mean, yeah, because I'm only 18 when I go to the club. I'm surrounded by 15-year-olds." I thought, I wish I was on that level when I was writing that.
Yeah.
But no,
What? Surrounded by 15-year-olds? Did you have your pipe then? I wish I was on my pipe. They were all 15.
It's good to yeah, no, but it was genuinely written about just an experience. I was just in my hometown in North Yorkshire, and there was just some interesting characters out and about on the club scene. I just got some
Interesting
inspiration.
characters?
Yeah, just looking strange, That just came to mind. They just seemed a bit. There was something tragic about the fact that they were going to the club.
Yes, and I was always the last one out, mate. It was horrible. So yourself, mate, you from North Yorkshire. The rest of the lads, whereabouts you from?
What a demographic.
Well, yeah, Sunny Gateshead.
I was born in Wiltshire. I live in Byker now, though.
Was that anything to do with Anton Deck? Anything like that sort of? Move up here, that looks exciting.
My dad's from up here and I'm a season ticket girls, which named St James. It's like, so there was no other place I wanted to go.
Oh, you'll gain some fans there now. That's it. And yourself?
Just came from Ipswich and just decided to stay, really.
That's a nice place, isn't it?
It tends to happen when you
Fewer tractors up here. You know?
Yeah, a lot less farming going on.
Yeah.
Same for myself.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you've got your video going on.
Yeah.
Album-wise?
Well, we've got a record, like a 4-track EP that we're putting out with that. So that's going to be 4 new songs but we've actually got it available sort of digitally at the moment. But we wanted to actually try and put it out in the old-fashioned way.
It's there,
so you can hold it in your hand.
Yeah. We still believe in that.
Have you had any thoughts about bringing out anything on vinyl?
Well, yeah, but I haven't got the money for that.
Is it expensive, is it, yeah?
From what I gather, it's quite costly.
Vinyl should be the new sort of download, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
the new CD.
yeah.
I think it should be going back to that.
I think they're starting to get more popular vinyls, aren't they?
Yeah, the market's great for vinyls.
Certainly got nothing against retro, but I don't know if it's really practical. It's
not going to play very well in the car, is it?
I'll tell you what, we'll bring out an 8-track.
Yeah, bring out an 8-track. It's the way forward, man. So, gigs and things that you've been doing. What's been your maddest, your craziest mad gig? You're just best and worst. Let's go best and worst.
Best and worst.
We'll start with best.
Best for me and him was probably we met an agent in the northeast who I'd been a mate with for quite a while, and the first gig he got us was me and him supporting Mr. Big at the Carlton Academy, or the O2 Academy, or whatever it is.
That sounds big.
It was so does the name of the band. It's a stunning coincidence. that was phenomenal. I mean, it was we didn't expect to get such a good gig so quickly, you know, after this guy took us on, and it was absolutely awesome. I met Paul Gilbert, who's one of my all-time heroes, and Billy Sheehan as well as one of Jamie's all-time heroes, you know, and it was...
What a night.
It was amazing.
It was great fun, that, and it was just a real challenge for us too, to sort of put that, because we only found out about it like about 4 hours before the day of the gig or something like that. It was confirmed, so we had to really put something together. It had to be
we didn't have an acoustic set at the time, so...
And they required an acoustic duo for some reason, despite their music, you know, being quite not acoustic really. But that was good for us too. There's been loads of cool gigs with the full band, but I mean, I think that just for me as a highlight. I don't know if you guys have any particular ones.
Any favourites for you two?
We just turned and played, don't we? We just do what we're told.
Music junkies. That's where it is. So I mean, obviously things don't always go right, and we did mention like worse gigs. You know, I mean, we've had some. Well, I think we had 2 Spicy, and we were on the first show, and they were actually saying about there was certain one in Middlesbrough. I think they were getting electrocuted. Gandalf was taking the courts. It was just one of those strange nights.
A bit mental.
Well, yeah, we've had some bad ones. I mean, we've had some. But to be honest, we try and. I think it's a bit like if you know, once upon a time. I don't do this anymore, but if you went out and pulled a chick that you're not proud of pulling, and you have a good way of forgetting that you've done it. It's a bit like that with gigs for me. So,
build up this mental wall, chuck them to the back.
Try and sort of forget about those, because they're the ones that sometimes you come home from and just think, God, why did we bother?
But,
or you wake up next to and, oh no, hang on, we're talking about gigs, aren't we?
Waking up as a Jack Russell Terrier cooking your breakfast. This is the way forward for us lads.
Keep that, that's a talented dog.
But there's not one in particular. I mean, I really didn't enjoy. There was one we played in Newcastle in Flynn's. I really didn't enjoy that. That was a little pub that I think's closed down now. The good thing about it is we met the Scissor Sisters guitar sound tech after that, which was really cool. So he was a good laugh. And
especially as we both use the same, we both use a Line 6 pod when we play live, and he was like a technician for Line 6 as well, so we were just talking shop for hours.
Yeah, that kind of took away from what had happened.
I think you've got to find these things. I mean, sometimes with gigs as well, I think it's what I see. I mean, just being lately involved in the Battle of the Bands, and you see bands that's never met each other before or something. It can be a good gig, bad gig, and they sort of gel a little bit, and they start giving out each other's numbers and really like what you did, and sort of link up that way.
Absolutely.
That's great.
There was one like that. I mean, we played with Great Man Theory.
All right.
And it wasn't a heaving gig or anything, but you know, I think it quite often happens with when you meet another band. You sort of, it's not just mates that you have socially; it's mates that you have that are other bands. So the band has a mate that's another band, as opposed to like individuals. And we got on with them really well. Like those guys. Hi guys.
There's not many degrees of separation between anyone. I don't think. See, I found out today that sort of Mike's getting married to a work colleague's sister. There's a lot of things going on. I've never met him before in my life. It's the way it goes. So, is there anything you'd like to mention to the audience before we go?
Well, the main thing is just the EP. It's called Floating Through Reality. Get the words out, and that's coming out. Well, it's actually available now to
streaming
download,
and downloading,
from our Bandcamp site.
Gatto.bandcamp.com.
Yeah, exactly. You can check us out on Facebook and all the usual places as well. It's great. We like to sort of interact with people, so if people want to get in touch, that's great. And then the music video is the main thing that's going to be sort of...
We're getting ready for the music video.
It's going to be pretty fun. It's a good video.
We look forward to seeing it.
If you enjoyed what we just did and you want to check us out, we're actually doing an all-day festival not far from here at just outside the Sand Dancer on April the 1st, so if you can get down there, that'll be cracking.
Down there, April Fool's Day. Are you sure you want to be there?
Is it a joke?
It could be a joke, it could be a joke, Laura, we don't know. Well, we've enjoyed having you down here at the Garage Live TV show. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for my Gatto Band. Are we here and we're ready for our third act at the Garage Live TV show? Again, thank you very much for being here and thank you very much for watching. Give yourself a round of applause. Enjoy yourself so far? Original music, this beautiful setting here in South Shields. We know you'll love it. Laura, what have we got next?
It's time to pass over to the lovely Jonny Boyle with his song Too Comfortable.
Get up off your ass, boy, don't jump down in your chair. No time to rest until you won. Throw out those old blue jeans and better cut your hair. Don't get too comfortable, son. Don't sit with your feet up, boy, you got dreams to chase. Who don't respect the things you've done. Can you cut out the drink and count the colors, not the days? Don't get too comfortable, sir. It's so minuscule, it's madness. These things are cause of sadness. Some people got much bigger fish to fry, but I ain't got no solution to the bad of substitution. We gotta get it right and say goodbye. Don't blow all your bankroll while you're watching what you spend. You know the struggle's just begun. Hold on to your roots, boy. Don't forget your friends. Don't get too comfortable, sir. It's so minuscule, it's madness. These things are cause of sadness. Some people got much bigger fish to fry, but ain't got no solution to the bad of substitution. We gotta get it right and say goodbye. Get up off your ass, boy. Fat man makes the rules. It ain't a race unless you run. Gotta live out your own life. Don't blindly follow fools. Don't get too comfortable, sir. Don't get too comfortable, son. 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 Oh, don't get too comfortable, son. Oh, don't get too comfortable. That's it.
Oh, sorry, I need to compose myself.
It's your fault.
We're back here in our very red green room with the very lovely Jonny Boyle.
Yeah, thanks, that was a great track there. So thank you very much for coming down to the Garage Live TV show.
I'm having a ball, all the bands have been great and sexy presenters and...
Thank you very much. He knows how to win the hearts and minds, doesn't he, of us down here. So you've had a bit of an illustrious career, Jonny.
It's been one of these, not quite, you know, almost but not quite careers, but it's been fun along the way, definitely.
Yeah, you've played with some big names.
Yeah, definitely worked with interesting people. Let's name drop.
Let's name drop. Let's create some holes in the floor here.
You know, I'm not a very good sleeper, and I did this thing once where it wasn't an app on my iPhone, it was just a list. And famous people I've met or had chips with. And
it's not a bad list.
There's quite a few good ones. I had some chips with Macy Gray once in Antwerp. The 3-2s with Gary Moore and worked with Toto and
Brian Johnson, AC/DC.
Brian Johnson, he sang on the last album I did with this rock band. But I got some quite good names together for this latest album.
Haven't you just?
Yes.
Quite a few good names together. You
couldn't believe it.
Yeah, you've got some connections, haven't you, Jonny? Yeah, definitely. I mean, your new album at the moment, Radio.
Radio, yeah.
Yeah, that's how. I mean, who's playing on with yourself? Who's playing on?
We've got Alan Clark from Dire Straits on Hammond.
just like
Just
like
Alan
you do.
Clark's fine.
And he drafted in the Dire Straits sax player, Chris White, just for one track. That was just a bit of a novelty thing. But the mainstay of the band is Paul Thompson from Roxy Music on the drums, and Neil Holland, who's a bit of a kind of local legend, Newcastle-based guy, but he's kind of played with everybody. You know. Joe Cocker and all sorts of people, you know.
So what a coup.
I know,
to get that together.
You see, I've always felt like the weakest link in these things, and if you surround yourself with awesomely talented people, people don't kind of tend to notice it.
You're too hard on yourself, Johnny. We've just heard you. We know what you can do. That was, you know,
loads of cop-ups.
Obviously, you know, to get these connections, you know, you've got to build up. You know, you've got to go for a while, and you've got to be good at what you do, and that. But you did seek the help of somebody else not that long ago, I do believe, for a massive name in the music industry. I don't think you've heard back from him yet. Is it Simon Cowell?
Simon Cowell.
Yeah, what happened there, Johnny?
Cowell was twittering about, shall I sign this this girl band? This, and I thought, Jesus, here we go. The man who can, you know, he's got the power to change the music industry, yet he signs the same old shit every time.
Every time, same old shit.
So I tweeted him had a little rant on Twitter, because this is what you got to do these days. We all know it's all about Facebook likes and Twitter friends. It is, yeah. I tweeted Cowell at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and I told him that if he was a conglomerate that cut down a rainforest, a big company that cut down rainforests, they are forced to plant trees. I says, but yet you've raped the music industry for 12 years and you haven't planted any trees. And I didn't get a shout back off Mr. Cowell.
No way.
No reply there.
So yeah, you've been to around Europe. Has it been a world thing with you? Where's the?
That was a long time ago. It was kind of 2006 to 2008. It was mainly Europe, Sweden, Germany, Belgium, Holland, all those kind of places. Stayed in lots of kind of really nice hotels and slept in the back of my van most of the time, like I'm sure the lads know all about doing that, you know. It was a big van, it had beds in and that, but no, it would have been lovely to have been a world thing, but it didn't turn out that way. We had a money man in the label, and we had a guy who was the creative guy, and the creative guy was all for pushing on, but after they'd spent about €500,000 pushing the band because it all costs so much more these days, they decided to pull out.
Nice as well. You got a tattoo on there. You're in rock and roll. You got a bit of a tattoo. What is it?
It's an amalgamation of many things.
It is an amalgamation.
I've got the obligatory rock and roll skull and some flowers just to kind of take away from the darkness of the skull.
Yeah.
And this is actually some lyrics of from the first album, 2002, Man Friday.
Man Friday. Yeah.
What a link! That was a great link.
It's been straight in there. So any other tattoos on, or just that one?
I've got my penis one.
You've got your penis one. What's on that one?
It's the website www.jonnyboyle.com, but it's only got WW on it.
I'm not getting mine out. So no more. That's
we rehearsed that.
That's the one we did. It was on it. Went down. All right, high five. Excellent, nice one. We had this section before. We've tried it a couple of times on the show called "Get Your Tats Out."
Love Get Your Tats Out.
And see, we just like really bad ones because I've got 2 left-handed boxing gloves. Absolutely.
So Jay's Scottish, isn't he? And you can't say tats to him.
Get your tats out. Yeah, Che, our man behind. He doesn't get mentioned very much. Che, he keeps out the back.
Shall we have a round of applause for Che?
So a round of applause for Che. Yeah. Together.
He's the heart and soul of the Ghostbusters.
He is. So what's happening for you at the moment then, Johnny?
Any tours or anything coming up?
I've got, look, you know, like the lads spoke about earlier on, rather than sending demos to record labels these days, it's all Twitter and Facebook and emails and LinkedIn, and I spend hours and hours a day on the old internet. I'm in talks with about 1 million different people. I'm having an awful lot more success, or more bites stateside. I think the sound of the album is maybe more of a...
I can see that over there, yeah. I see that.
I mean, it's very roots based. It's kind of soul and blues based rock, which is not what's happening here.
Yeah. Jonny Boyle, it's been great having you down here.
It's been lovely. Thank you very
much. The Garage Live has loved you. Thank you
very
very much, ladies and gentlemen. Jonny Boyle.
Thank you.
Hello, welcome back. We are at our final act. Boom.
Boom. But yeah, we've still got another one.
Yes.
Positive, that's all we think about here, the Garage Live.
Yeah.
Yes. So, the next act we've got, Laura,
it's very exciting.
Is a band that you would expect to hear in department stores and things like that. They've got a track with a name that I've been trying to remember all night. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, these are Elevator Music, and their track is Harvey Champion Dob.
I hope the clothes on the floor wipe the smile off your face. You're a complete disgrace, trying to score points with his mates. And was it really worthwhile? Did he get what you want? Well, like a spoiled child, you're just a spoiled child. I hope you get blisters from the bridges you burned. I hope you fall and drown. below. You're just a disgrace. I once was a hound of grade, a drunk slut. You'll know the words soon. You won't shut up. Some lyrics in your face, you fucking drunk slut. I hope you get an assortment of rashes and warts, but I don't need a hope, cause you're on that job. And when the wheel falls off that shitty little car, I hope the resulting crash makes you a lot quieter. You're just a disgrace. I once was a hound upgrade, a drunk slut. You'll know the words soon. You won't shut up. Your lyrics in your face, you fucking drunk slut. Was it really worthwhile? Did you get what you want? Like a spoiled child, you're just a spoiled child. Was it really worthwhile? Did you get what you want? Like a spoiled child, you're just a spoiled child. Was it really worthwhile? Did you get what you want? Like a spoiled child, you're just a spoiled child. Was it really worthwhile? Did you get what you want? Like a spoiled child, you're just a spoiled child. You're just a disgrace. I once was a hound upgrade, a drunk slut. You'll know the words soon. You won't shut up. Your lyrics in your face, you fucking drunk slut. Was it really worthwhile? Did you get what you want? Like a spoiled child, you're just a spoiled child. Was it really worthwhile? Did you get what you want? Like a spoiled child, you're just a spoiled child. Was it really worthwhile? Did you get what you want? Like a spoiled child, you're just a spoiled child. Was it really worthwhile? Did you get what you want? Like a spoiled child, you're just a spoiled child.
Here we are with Elevator Music. Thank you very much for that track there. Yes, thank you very much for that. And to be honest, that did introduce you as you'd hear a band like this you'd expect in a department store. I wouldn't expect to hear that song in a department store. Imagine in the lift, right? And you get into that one, and a bit of Harvey Champion dub comes out.
There'd be a lot of shocked grannies, like.
There would, yeah. You wasn't a fan to lift that one to get things going, wouldn't it? So, if you tell us your names and what you do in the band, just so the listeners at home. And
I'm Jed and I'm the guitarist. I'm Chris and I write the music and play the piano and that.
I'm Noggy and play bass.
I'm Jake and I'm the drummer.
Yeah, there you go. So, Happy Champion dub, right? A name that I'll never forget for the rest of my life. It stands out in that. What's the meaning behind that?
Well, it was written from a mate, Harvey, who split up with a girl who was just, well, a drunk slut. And so I thought I'd write a song about her. And just like Harvey Champion dub, it's a song to make Harvey feel like a champion, and it sounds a bit dubby. So
what's dubby? I'm not fair with that.
Dub.
No, I never heard of that one.
I don't know. I just
like reggae dub, isn't it?
Well, kind. I don't know. I mean, kind of a little. Yeah.
Yeah, that sticks in the mind. Here you go. So most of the music that you write, is it from the heart?
Yeah.
Definitely. It's got to be the way, hasn't it? Yeah. So the rest of the band, when did you go along with it? Is it stuff that you know you're into yourself?
Do you agree?
I mean, you're in the band. I mean, hopefully you've got to be. But I mean, you know.
I mean, mostly Chris has got material. Like he's got a pretty big back catalogue of songs that you've written, like in your spare time. And so whenever we need a new song, he just kind of brings out his old, his old diary with all of his old songs and that. Just pick one.
Pretty much. Yeah,
it's pretty much how it works. We just go with whatever he's already got.
Right. Must be going down all right. I mean, you've been on BBC's Introducing. I think, Bob Fisher there.
Ah, that was terrible though.
Was it? What happened?
Well, because we came, I brought that massive chunky keyboard.
That's a big keyboard.
Down the Peugeot 107 or 106, like just a wee little car, and I ended up having to be super quiet because there were speech mics, so the amps had to be on half of one, and I had to sound like I was screaming when I was whispering. And I just didn't like it. I was on a come down and I just like I was just not in a good mood in any way, shape or form. It was
Not
terrible.
suitable for yourselves, I would have think, like half of one.
Yeah, exactly.
It's nowhere near 11 for the Spinal Tap, you know what I mean? It's miles off, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so how long have you been together then?
Wow.
Year and a half, maybe 2 years going now.
Have we?
Yeah. Something
Really?
Have we? That's a surprise. You have been, yes. You're getting ready for an anniversary dinner soon.
Yeah.
Yeah. So everything going alright with you? You all get on? Are you all mates? Or?
Yeah, wait, sometimes.
There's a cheeky grin on this
Somebody's
one.
got a proper cheeky grin on him, hasn't he?
Have you got a secret to tell?
No, we all get on.
He's the diva. That's
I'm
the
not.
character. He is.
Typical drummer quick.
Has little hissy fits all the time, and I don't know.
Is it
Shut up, man. You
Whole
tell
sort of
him.
thing.
I think you've got to have a little bit of liveliness in the band, haven't you? Things going.
Definitely,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think.
That's the crack, like.
So yeah, you know, gigging around the northeast at the moment. Are you further afield?
Wait, you see, like Noggy decided to go to uni when we were all successful in that.
You with your education.
Exactly, yeah.
Pursuing your education.
I know. What a retard. So, like, what we've, but he's come back now. He's quit because he wasn't getting laid or out. So he's come back on. So we're getting back on it, and we shall be legends. We'll get there.
Yeah, great. So you got an album out?
We had like a wee demo out for like the Rock and Horse Studios. We did it for free. We like painted their studios and we got it done for free because we're all most of us are on the dole, so kind of skinned. So we got that, but I don't know. I'm sick of playing it. It's a bit too whiny. So I'm trying to get onto some new stuff and get a better sounding album out.
So I mean, the music that you do. I mean, I was talking to Jonny, who we had on earlier on, who was talking. He says that kid's got some issues.
Yeah.
And I mean, yeah. So do you find it's sort of like a cathartic experience to sort of, you know, like put that out there instead of sitting down on the psychiatrist's couch?
Well, I do both, but I mean, I suppose I've done it since I was young. Like, played the piano and screamed out my issues at the same time, and I suppose it worked a bit.
It's a good release, isn't it?
Well,
With music.
and it's nice to have something that's, you know, like a little bit different, and that's something that's what we're all about here down the Garage Live TV. It's just, you know, bring something in there where it's different.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So what else are you up to at the moment? What's the thing? Is anything on the horizon at all?
I'm concentrating hard on getting wrecked, but that's about it.
That's about it.
That's where most of the inspiration comes from.
Yeah.
Most inspiration. Well, do you remember things actually when after you've done that and the writing process?
I've got a notepad, so I don't need to remember anything. It just comes to me and done.
I was talking to Zach, who helps out with the show. He's with the camera there at the moment. I was talking to him earlier on. He was saying, yeah, I used to write down things, or sort of like take down notes and things. You used to have a dictaphone. It wasn't the one you put a memery card in. And I'd fill that up, and then like just be totally, so you get wrecked again and just totally forget to transcribe it, and then buy a new dictaphone. So it just goes on and on, so it just perpetuated itself all the time. Yeah.
Loads of recordings.
Yeah. So a bunch of young lads, how old are you anyway? Sort of
19, me and
Young and
Jake,
juicy.
21.
I'm 21, yeah.
21. Oh man, it must be fantastic. Let's get out there, the rock and roll lifestyle.
Not really. Not really. I'm quite antisocial, really. I don't like.
No way.
I know, but I don't like gigging that much. I prefer just making the music. So
yeah. So what's your influences then? Or the rest of the band's influences?
Beethoven and Chopin. I like them.
Beethoven and Chopin?
Yeah.
Well, that's a good thing. Yeah. Are you serious about that one there? Because you've got a bit of a wry look on your face there.
Oh, that'd be good.
Yeah. But at the time, well, that'd have been like rock and roll, wasn't it? When that was out.
Definitely. Back in the days.
Yeah, it was, you know, when it came out. Yourself there, what's your influences of yourself? What's your personal taste?
For me, I like sort of the 60s scene.
Yeah.
All the rock and roll from the 60s and the psych stuff and things.
That's making a comeback, lad.
Yeah.
I used to have the Revolutionaires on the other week, and you know, it's you can't help but like it. I don't think yourself that.
Yeah, 60s psych, Smiths, a lot of mod stuff as well.
Smiths.
Smiths.
Yeah, the Smiths are good.
Can't go wrong with
Yeah.
the Smiths.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, famously gives no interviews, does he? I don't think Morrissey's done an interview in about 20 years or something, has he? I don't think so.
It's been a few.
Has he? All right. I just mustn't have seen them.
Yeah.
I'm not keeping in the loop now.
I'm a Pink Floyd man myself.
Check out the tattoo, man.
Oh yeah, right now. Get
Right,
your
here we
tats
go,
out.
get your
Time
tats
to
out.
get your tats out. Give us a look there. What have you got?
Oh,
you got
it's
a pig?
the Pink Floyd pig, yeah.
Yeah, they just come out the stage, don't they?
Yeah.
They go on. So is that the only one you've got on?
That's the only one I've got.
No,
I've
that's
got big
not
plans.
It's
to-
not, is it?
It's
Not. No, not the only Pink Floyd one. The only tattoo.
I
No, come
Come
on.
on,
Let's see
get your
them.
tats out. It's a
Tats
special
out.
occasion.
can't get it out. It's in a root
Please.
place.
I don't know. It's Shane got the thing where you can sort of pixelate your root place. I don't know if you'll be able to. What is it? Where's that?
When I was younger, a friend of me, my best mate actually, Quite drunk, house party, someone had just bought a tattoo and kiss.
Oh,
I thought it would be a laugh to tattoo each other's names on our bottoms.
On your bottoms? Oh, that's great. So you've got your best mate's tattoo on you. So he's a bum chum, like what you said.
Yeah, it's a bum chum.
The worst part is we had a fallout about a year later.
Oh,
we don't speak anymore, so...
He's turned the other cheek and walked away.
I've not actually heard that one yet.
Oh, well, there you
there
go.
we
We've
go.
got that one in there. So yeah, Pink Floyd. Pink, what do you like about the Floyd then? What is it about them? Because they're very sort of meticulous about what they do, aren't they? They're perfect. The sound you hear, there's nothing more perfect.
It's just that everything's so, like, all the albums are just so different from the previous one. You kind of really, you can compare them, but to a certain extent, but you know, like, genre, like, one of them's more psychedelic, one of them's more maybe slowly prog rock, kind of, one's more rocky, one's a little, you know, you can't really put a finger on it.
I want the Last Gig in the Sky song played at my funeral, because that just expresses life to me. That's what it is. That is pure life. That's great.
Oh, Neil, let's not talk about funerals.
No, it's a happy show, isn't it?
Depressing.
Life and death, we deal with everything here.
Right.
It's the Garage Live TV show, that's what we do.
So boys, what's the best way to keep in touch with you, keep updated with what's going on with you guys?
We're pretty useless with that, actually. We don't have a website, we don't have anything. We have a Facebook page.
It's not like bigging yourself up.
Yeah, SoundCloud as well, but you should look for us on Facebook, really.
Facebook's the best place.
We got a beige logo. It's not the most eye-catching thing, but
yeah, beige.
Look out for a beige logo.
Look out for a beige logo, everybody.
Never know.
Well, it's been great talking to you. Thank you very much for coming on. Lighting the place up, ladies and gentlemen. Elevator music. Cheers. How long time? Good.